Powerful quotes on education by Swami Vivekananda. Education may be described as a development of faculty, not an accumulation of words, or as a training of individuals to will rightly and efficiently. We want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet. If I had to do my education all over again, I would not study the facts at all. I would develop the power of concentration and detachment. And then, with the perfect instrument, I could collect facts at will. There can be no friendship without equality. And there cannot be equality when one party is always the teacher and the other party always sits at his feet. If you want equality with the Englishman or the American, you will have to teach as well as to learn. Use the simplest language possible while teaching, and you will succeed. The main feature should be the teaching of principles through stories. Don't make it metaphysical at all. The ass carrying its load of sandalwood knows only the weight and not the value of sandalwood. If it is necessary to change any social custom, the necessity underlying it should be found out first of all, and by altering it, the custom will die of itself. How has all the knowledge in the world been gained but by the concentration of the mind? The world is ready to give up its secrets if we only know how to knock. Intelligence must not remain the monopoly of a cultured few. It will be disseminated from higher to lower classes. Education is coming, and compulsory education will follow. Instead of frittering away our energy on ideal reforms, which will never become practical, we had better educate our people so they may be able to solve their own problems. Our right of interference is limited entirely to giving education. The education that you are getting now is not man-making, it is negative. The child is taken to a school, and the first thing he learns is that his father is a fool. The second thing is that his grandfather is a lunatic. The third thing is that his teachers are hypocrites. The fourth, that all the sacred books are lies. By the time he is 16, he is a mass of negation, lifeless and boneless. We first observe facts, then generalize, and then draw conclusions and principles. The knowledge of the mind, of the internal nature of man, of thought, can never be had until we first have the power of observing the facts that are going on within. Suppose I had a child. I should not teach him any religion. I should teach him breathings, the practice of concentration, and just one line of prayer, like, I meditate on Him who is the creator of this universe. May He enlighten my mind. That way, he would be educated and then go about hearing different philosophers and teachers. He would select one who he thought would suit him best, and this man would become his guru or teacher, and he would become a shishya or disciple. The use of higher education is to find out how to solve the problems of life. And this is what is engaging the profound thought of the modern civilized world. But it was solved in our country thousands of years ago. You cannot teach a child any more than you can grow a plant. It is a manifestation from within. It develops its own nature. You can only take away obstructions. He whose book of the heart has been opened needs no other books. Their only value is to create desire in us. They are merely the experience of others. Side by side should be developed the power of concentration and detachment. Almost all of our suffering is caused by our not having the power of detachment. Education is not the amount of information that is put in your brain and runs riot there, undigested all your life. We must have life-building, man-making, character-building assimilation of ideas. If you have assimilated 5 ideas and made them your life and character, you have got more education than any man who has got by heart a whole library. The old idea was develop one idea at the expense of all the rest. The modern way is harmonious development. A third way is to develop the mind and control it, and then put it where you will. The result will come quickly. This is developing yourself in the truest way. A teacher who cannot convince others should weep on account of his own inability to teach people in their own language, instead of cursing them and dooming them to live in ignorance and superstition. The secret to life is not enjoyment, but education through experience. But alas, we are called off by death the moment we really begin to learn. That seems to be a potent argument for a future life. Fools alone say that work and philosophy are different, not the learned. The learned know that, though apparently different from each other, they at last lead to the same goal of human perfection.